Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And here I have another great article for you guys from Mike over at Light Reading. I will leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. Now, you guys may wonder, why am I making a video about NextNav's company? Well, this is a great opportunity or potential opportunity for Verizon. And the reason this is a big opportunity, for those of you who may not be aware, Verizon really doesn't have a separate low band layer today that they can just dedicate for 5G. We all know DSS hasn't been the greatest technology, and the carriers are looking to phase it out of the networks. They want to use dedicated spectrum for the dedicated technology, and today that's LTE, and that's 5G new radio or 5G NR. But Verizon doesn't have any low band that they can take away from LTE today and move to 5G directly. So the CEO of NextNav said the company is looking for a partner interested in using NextNav's 900 megahertz holdings for a 5G network build out. 900 is on the higher end, but it's still considered a low band that Verizon could build out for this company. Of course, the company would probably make use of it and in some way, shape, or form, and Verizon could use it for their customers. Now, I did a little bit of research. It looks like this company owns about 15 megahertz of 900. So I'm thinking that might end up being like a 10 by 10 slice that they can use for downlink and uplink. If I looked at that correctly. So that would be a solid low band slice to dedicate strictly to 5G. So you would still have the N5, right, where you are able to dedicate, where you have a lot. They don't have that nationwide. That's kind of the problem. The 10 by 10 slice for band 13 still hasn't been certified as an NR band. So there's not much they can do there, and they wouldn't, even if it was a certified NR band, there's not much they can do. They still have too much LTE traffic to carry on the network to split it, right? 10 by 10, what are you going to do? 5 by 5 on 5G, 5 by 5 on LTE? There's not enough there. So this would be a great opportunity, in my opinion, for Verizon to get some dedicated low band onto the 5G side. Now, NextNav would probably make use of some of that in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. I didn't look at how big of a player that this company even is. So again, just throwing it out there. Big opportunity for Verizon. Could something possibly spiral out of this? It's a possibility. But like I said, this is an asset that Verizon could make use of. They would have to not very likely, they would have to deploy that new radio across the entire network. So that might be something that Verizon would look into from a return on investment perspective, because they would have to. They don't have 900 megahertz in devices today. They don't have 900 megahertz radios on the sites today, especially on the NR side. So they would have to deploy all of that on a national scale. But I think from a low band perspective, because you still need that even on 5G, I think this would be worth it. If you had to invest, because today in some parts of the country, it's literally just going to remain LTE. There's nothing that Verizon can do today. They can deploy C-band all they want. But if you're traveling outside of city limits where the network is not as dense, where it was built off of that band 13 spacing, you are just going to fall back to LTE. If you're traveling on interstates, smaller highways, there's nothing Verizon can do today. Unless there's band 5, 850, you're going to drop back to LTE. You're going to be on 5G UW inside the city limits. As soon as you go outside of city limits, you're going to drop back and fall back to LTE. So that also makes it harder for Verizon to establish any voice over NR or a standalone core for that matter, period. So this right here is a great opportunity. You could deploy a 900 megahertz layer across the network, put everybody on a 5G SA, then you can start deploying the voice over NR, and then, you know, where the grid is not as far spaced out, you can deploy both 900 and C-band, And in the city limits, you would still have those two layers. I don't know what band 900 megahertz is, but you can deploy low band and mid band. You have that layer that you can dedicate to 5G directly and start establishing the SA. If not, it's going to be tough for Verizon. It's going to be tough to have an SA layer because they don't have nationwide low band in every inch of the country to dedicate to 5G. And this company, again, like I said, opportunity here that this company might help Verizon enable that if they so choose to. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you're new, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.